Still on the right path. do do. Stuffed chicken. Do 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 do. Wow. Well done. Got all my coins that I needed. That was almost every single coin in that overworld. All right, Mama. Mama Mole. Whoa. Lucky, what was that? I'm usually a lot better at this level. Oh well. Shoo. Alright. We can catch up with punching paths. That death screwed us up. Mm-hmm. Thanks for the host, Robbie. Yeah, I'm just gonna hit this. I've been failing that a lot recently. Can still catch up. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with punching paths. Usually it's a lot easier for me, but recently it's just
Oh, okay. Climbing over the wall, I don't know what you mean by that. You can just jump over it. You can just jump over that wall like you can for the other ones. Wow. Ah, coin jumping screwed me up. Wow, this is a really bad. Right rollers. I thought I was gonna do a lot worse on that level. Okay. Yeah, I tried watching you, but I had a hard time figuring out how you actually did it. Hey, Lee. Oh, boy. You came in when my time's... Sean! You came in at the second boss, Lee. So how have you been, Lee? Oh, yeah, that's, I mean, I can explain everything that's going on. So, right here is the second boss, but we kind of cheese the boss by standing in this corner, and if we stand... Oh, really? Wow. Yeah, if we stand in this corner, the boss cannot hit us. So right there is the first stage done. You didn't... I thought I took that from you, Robbie. I thought I took that overworld movement from you. Oh, and Robbie Rat Poison is part of the speedrun community, Lee. Yeah, I'm trying to get into, if you know anything about games done quickly. I submitted this game to Games Done Quick, and as well as 3 other games. So I'm trying to get this in. I always think it's over there for some reason. Alright. What are you doing down in DC, Lee? Wow, that was my fastest test? How's it even possible? Alright. So, our next level is Fretting Yeti. Fretting Yeti, you'll, if you've just joined Lee, you'll learn fast that Lucky does not like to do what others want him to do. He's very conceited, so he'll just ignore what he's told. Right now, I'm doing valet at a hospital right now. That's all I'm doing right now. I mean, it's a job. So normally what we have to do in this level is we have to go and we have to help this Yeti. And we have to go and destroy the enemies in the background. Instead, Lucky's like, no, I just want to do my own thing. And instead, all we're going to do here is we're going to stand up on this, if I can get it. And we're going to jump over here and talk to these guys. What we just did there is the loading zone is actually low enough down that we can jump to the loading zone without having to go through everything. Right there skipped a little bit as well. And next we're going to... we're actually done with the level. Since we skipped that whole first part right there, we're actually done with the level. Alright. Now we're getting back into it. Okay, so I named this next level. It's originally called Clear and Present or just Present Danger. Everybody agrees that this is probably the worst level in the game. It's the next 2D level in the game, but it's vertically based instead of horizontally based. So it's just a lot of timing or waiting for cycles and stuff like that. So I'm gonna try and do a couple of early cycles here. And right there I actually got the portal glitch where normally Lucky's supposed to just get sucked into the portal and go through, but instead if you hit dive at the same time as you enter the portal, Lucky will stay out of the portal while actually still going into the level and using the portal. So our first cycle skip here is right there. We're gonna hit this lever, jump up here, hit this lever. Ah, and I just fell down the entire level. And that is why this level is terrible. Alright. Once again, we're just waiting. At least this level has some of the best music in the game. That's one way I can actually stand doing this level. Now, right here is one of the bigger skips that we want to try and get. There we go. Doing that saves quite a bit of time off of having to jump up there normally. There we go. That saved a little bit of time as well. And now we're at the end of the level, right up here. It's okay that we're a little bit behind on the splits right now because we actually this next level can save a bunch of time and that can definitely get us back into the positive side. So we actually climb up here because this is the faster way to get to the level. Normally you have to take a long way and go through or go over to the side and up, but instead you can just jump up there and over and it gets you to the next level faster. Now this first, you can skip the dialogue from this Yeti in the first level here, but it doesn't save any time whatsoever, so we just go ahead and talk to him. Alright. Now, coming up is where we can do our first major time save. What we normally have to do at this part of the level is we have to dodge spikes as well as these cats, and we have to go and hit these switches on the sides that then lower the ribs over here on the side to continue throughout the level. Ah, man! I've been failing this a lot recently. But even doing this can save time just by doing the skip. There, I got it on the first try that time. Okay, so we just skipped having to hit both switches on both sides. And now we're going to go in here. And here's where we can actually get an early cycle if we do everything correctly. Nope, I messed it up. Come on, you stupid cat. So we still were, well, besides those last cats, we still were able to catch up a little bit of time, and now we can still be in the positive. And we're back on track. This next level is our next 2D level. It's one of my favorites. It's just really fun to me. It's just you're diving through a bunch of fruits or watermelons, and I don't know, it's just really fun to me. The cool thing about this speedrun is the developers and actually the director of the game are really supportive of the speedrun community. Lucky. We actually, one of the skips that we do in this game is actually right from the director itself. We named the skip after him. Whew. Still managed to save time off of this. Alright. Tar Springs is once again, we have Lucky being his conceited self and ignoring everything that's supposed to be happening and running away.
Come on.
What's normally supposed to be happening here at the beginning of this level is there's Yeti on the right-hand side. You'll see him. We'll pass right by him. He wants his floaty, and he lost both his floaty and his best friend Frog, and you have to go find him and give it back to him. But instead, we decide to ignore him completely and run away from him by dodging his loading zone.
Come on.
So right there, we just skipped over his loading zone completely. And right here, normally you're supposed to be solving a puzzle and dodging all the birds. You can just jump around the puzzle completely. The developer put that into the game because it could actually soft lock the game if that wasn't there, that save point. Oh, and right there, I skipped over. Normally you have to destroy 3 waves of enemies, including bees, flowers, and worms. But if you jump off that worm and land on top of the flower and up onto the walkway there, you're able to skip it completely. I have a feeling, Lee, you might like this next boss. So this next boss is...
You have the other key?
Come on!
This next boss is actually... Yep, this is the next boss. The General and Fluffy. He's gonna go after us 3 times. Then in comes the fireballs. They're going to be coming from the left-hand side. They're going to make a triangle shape into a diamond shape and back into a triangle shape again. And then come the bombs. This is the only way that we can hurt him. And this is the only RNG aspect of this boss. Oh, you stupid bird. And back to Fluff coming after us. Oops. Alright. I just thought that you would like this boss because of Fluffy. Alright, and now it's gonna be coming from the left over there. Whoops. I know he does. That's why I thought that you would like him. And here they go. It was a pretty quick fight, except for the stupid birds. Alright, we're on to the last level. In this level, we have, once again, Lucky, or this first level, Lucky is, once again, ignoring everything that he's supposed to be doing. What's supposed to happen in this level is we're talking to a ghost, and he's telling us that three ghost children are actually being trapped by other bad ghosts. And Lucky doesn't want to share all the spotlight with other children, so he's going to not save them. Or talk to the ghost that tells him that the children are missing. So in reality, he doesn't actually know that the children are missing because he never talks to the guy to begin with. So doing this movement is what gets me away from the dialogue in the first place. Ah! There we go, and we just skipped the first ghost child. Alright. Next on our agenda is to save the second one. By completely skipping the fight altogether. And there we go, we saved the second ghost child. And now we're gonna save the third ghost child. And by doing what we're gonna do is we're actually going to activate the final cutscene for this to raise up, as well as the cutscene to talk to the ghost child so we don't end up dying. And there we have it, we saved 3 ghost children. The next level, Loopy Lantern, the gimmick is that you need to be holding a lantern in order to see where the platforms are in order to continue. Well, we will see how invisible these blocks actually are. So, the blocks actually have an invisible hitbox on them, so you can jump over to them without actually having to have the lantern over there. Now with that one, we take the lantern on because we have to have it in order to get to the next area, but then we just drop it to go to the next area because actually, we have, if we jump up here, we actually have enough height to get over to here. And we're on to the final area, the final place of this world, this level. Now this one we actually have to carry the lantern with us the entire way. But as long as we're jumping the entire way, we shouldn't be getting hit. Except for there, I always get hit there for some reason. Alright, and we're done with this level. That was a wonderful level. This next level has, I think you might like the Mayor Ghost as well, Lee. He's a little bit derpy, but it's another 2D level. But it's one of my favorites just because of you're on a train the entire level, and I really like it.
Come on.
that little spear that I collected at the end is actually the mayor's soul or heart, if I remember correctly. I don't remember the story because I haven't had to do it in a long time. But anyway, it belonged to the mayor. Oops. Oh, I need to be careful now. Woo! That was very lucky save. It wasted a little bit of time saving myself, but I don't care. It wastes more time having to go to do the level over again. All right, Jinxed has quite a massive time save coming up, and once again we're going to be using invisible hitboxes because that's basically what all we know in these speedruns.
Come on.
Alright, so this first cutscene we cannot skip, it's impossible to skip. So we just run forward to talk to him faster.
Come on.
We're gonna jump on this block, and yes, we are gonna wait a second here, because it actually is worth it. Oh, well, not when you fail it like that. I hopefully we'll get this next one. So right here. Got it, okay. There's an invisible hit box there for us to jump on. For some odd reason. Alright. We're to the end of this level. We're gonna, this time we actually can skip the dialogue by just walking around it. And the pathway is always the same here. It's up, down, down. And the funny thing about this, I didn't notice it until I started putting in my submissions for this to SGDQ. This is the only level in the game where if you have a costume on, it disappears completely for some reason. It comes back later, just for some odd reason, you don't have it in this one. Alright, we're on to the last level before the boss. This has the hardest skip in the game. And it can still save a bunch of time if done correctly.
Come on.
This is actually one of, if not the only, out of bounds skip that we do in the entire run.
Hurry up and eat, get going. I knew I should have just went ahead and gone out of the. God, I'm down on that.
Come on.
Okay, our first little thing comes right here. We're just gonna jump up, and it actually absorbs us through the ground there. And now we're on to the final part, and comes the hardest skip in the game. Normally what we have to do here is we have to do a fight, 3 waves, and then we're able to finish the level. Well, here, we actually can grab onto the box, hopefully. Jump out of bounds, jump here, and then we just finish the level. Alright. And Lee, guess what? You're witnessing a world record run right now. And I won't have to mess with this game for quite some time now.
Come on.
I know you don't have to talk to, well, you have to, well, if you don't talk to him, you just talk to him anyway, doesn't it, Audio? Because if you do it once, then it makes you go to the dialogue, and then if you do it again, then you just skip the fight completely. Oh, and Audio, I'm bringing you back to this game because this is world record pace right now. Oh, and Lee, this is the only RNG throughout the entire run. Besides, wow, I've gotten this pattern the last like 4 times. Oops. No, his activation is horizontal, not vertical. Oh. I'll have to practice that then. So I stand right here, and this allows me to jump wherever the sphere is. Huh! I just tilted Lucky. I've never seen that before. Alright, a different one finally. Whoa. I've never seen that before. Yep, never seen this pattern before. That was strange. Yep, probably. Whew, that was close. I almost didn't hit it. Oh yeah, it probably does, but at least I can have it for maybe half a day. That is, if you don't take it back before I post it. And that's world record.